come today on our program. And this is a special testimony on this program. And if you have a testimony and you know what God has done for you, you want people to learn from it. You want people to come and, appreciate God in your life. This is a program that you need to come and tell us how you were able to scale through from the challenges. It is a very good thing to have challenges, to have issues, and you are able to scale through. So why are you waiting? Come and tell us. Come and let us know. Let everyone know what has happened and how you were able to scale through. Challenges are bound to come into someone's life. But for you to be able to tackle it and come out, that's what makes you a complete human being. So join me as I bring to you our mother, Ajibike Akinola. She's going to explain how everything happens and how she was able to come out from all the challenges that happened to her. So join me as I introduce to you Ajibike Akinola, our mommy. Stay tuned, don't touch it. I'll bring her in now. For someone to pass through temptation, welcome back on our program. Today, we have a special package for you guys. You know us now. We always bring different things for you to enjoy and for you to learn and for you to know when things are happening in your life, how you can tackle it. And in life we have lots of things that is happening within us. Some are good and some are good in the other way around. Shamo, oríṣiríṣi tibitire la dálé ayé. Ṣùgbọ́n tí a bá gbọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu tí ẹni tí nǹkan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ sí, a rí pé oríṣiríṣi ọ̀nà ni Ọlọ́run máa fi ń dán ìgbàgbọ́ wa wò. Àti pé oríṣiríṣi gan la máa ń rò kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀, báwo ni kí ṣe ṣe. Ẹlòmíì gan, something will happen to him or her. The next thing he will want to do is just to commit suicide or to cause problems. I have with me today someone who would like to share our testimony, our challenges, and how she was able to scale through, and she's still surviving today. You see, it's not easy for someone to pass through temptation, and at the end of the day, she is still standing strong. For a woman like that, even a man, some man cannot even stand it. It's either they curse God or they do something drastic, or they tell God, why did you create me? But because God is a merciful God, I don't know why, but I have a singular honor to bring to you. You have been seeing her with me. She's very close to me, standing and sitting close to me. And please, can you tell our viewers your name and where you are calling from?
Well, my name is Ajibike Akinola. I live in the United Kingdom. I live in Kent.
Yeah, that's a very good one. But we're going to be a little bit flexible so that our Yoruba listeners and Yoruba fans can easily. So we need to be flexible a lot. And so that, because most of the things that is happening, in me go English but we are here today is because we have the grace and we have that privilege to be here today. Even if we talk about the pandemic, what is happening, the coronavirus, a lot of people have gone beyond. But I'm not bringing to you a coronavirus topic, but I'm bringing to you ilakoja challenges and temptation which our mother went through, and she was able to scale through with the help of our children, friends, men of God, people, just name them all, friends. I'll be bringing them on gradually so that you can hear their testimony and how they were able to scale through. I don't know what you are passing through now. I don't know what is happening in your life now. And you need someone to just speak to you, and you need somebody to assist you. If that one is not coming forth, look unto God. There is hope when there is life. That life you have, you did not create it yourself. Someone gave it to you. So please and please, taking your life, causing trouble will not bring anything good. Our mommy from Kent. I know you are from the Ilu Nigeria Letiwa. I know that. And I know that you've seen a lot in life. Can you please tell us your journey, how you grew up, how you are growing up, and up to this level? I'm not saying you should tell us the challenges now, but how you grew up.
Okay. Yeah. I grew up in the north, Ile Hausa, not to be many Jos. My father was a nurse, my mother was a head teacher. Ilé Onígbàgbọ́, a Christian home, láti dàgbà. Then mo ṣe primary school ní Jos. Then táwa ti ń dàgbà, when we are growing up, bàbá mi á rán gbogbo wa lọ sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Á rán wa lọ sílé. We send us back to Ijebu for our secondary school education, so that we will learn our culture instead of the Hausa culture. So when I was about to go for secondary school, I went back to Ijebu-Ode. I went to Anglican Girls Grammar School in Ijebu-Ode, which is also a Christian school. And my auntie, my mom's senior brother, was the principal. So I lived with her, and she was a strict disciplinarian. And the Anglican Girls Grammar School is a Christian school too. And got very, very strict, doctrines. Then after my secondary school, I went back Mopadalosi, Jos, where I studied nursing and midwifery, which I completed 1982-83. Then I worked as a nurse alongside with my dad, because my dad has already rose to the post of a matron then.
We can't see your face at home again.
Okay.
Yeah.
My father has already rose to the post of a matron, and a very strict and cordial. When he's at work, everybody has to behave well. So I took after my father, very kind, my mother very kind, and very hardworking, both hardworking. So that was my life. And I got married in 1987. And in 1990, I came over to United Kingdom. And up to 1999, I have already gone through so many stages of nursing and midwifery. I have practiced in the theater, and I've done everything from head to toe. So they can put me in any theater, I'll be all right there. Then I told me to convert to see midwifery. So about 3 hospitals in this country have updated their labor ward theater. And finally, I worked in Basildon Hospital, where I updated the labor ward theater and the high dependency units. I set it up. And my passion was my job and my Christian life. My job does not stop me from serving my God.
Good.
Being a very busy person does not stop me from teaching my children the way of God and myself personally working for God. I am somebody that is selfless. I think of others first. I make sure other people are comfortable before I think about myself. And God has given me the grace to help a lot of people. Ní ìlú yìí, oríṣiríṣi àwọn èèyàn tí mo ti ràn lọ́wọ́ ní agbára Olúwa títí dé ìgbà yìí. And then ní 2000 and ìgbà tí mò ń ṣe iṣẹ́ midwife, iṣẹ́ alẹ́ ni máa ń ṣe mostly torí àwọn ọmọ. Iṣẹ́ alẹ́ ni máa ń ṣe kí n lè ní àsìkò fáwọn ọmọ. Ìbá wọn ṣe ń wọ̀kì, ká lè gbàdúrà, ká ka Bíbélì, ká sọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run, ká sọ̀rọ̀ ìbílẹ̀ ayé torí èmi máa ń bá ọmọ mi sọ ọ̀rọ̀ ìrírí ayé. Some parents will not discuss with their children about this life.
Before you go further, ma, I know you've seen a lot in life.
Yeah.
And you've just tell us where you came from and your journey, your professional and your profession, sorry. And we are so glad about that. And again, what in Kotimatunike ba mi sọ nípa ẹ̀jù òun ni nípa ìrìn àjò yín báwo ni as you are going along that your courses as a nurse and in this United Kingdom, you studied in Nigeria and you came to this country. How was it? Is it too difficult, or you just see it as a platter of gold, or you just find it easy?
Okay. Àti mo dé ìlú yìí. You know, about ìlú yìí, you cannot just go into working or to the post you were in Nigeria. You have to go through a period of adaptation. That's what is called then. And then the council, the Nursing and Midwifery Council, will give you a certain number of months or years to convert so that you can work in this country.
Okay.
So for my nursing, I'd already stayed in the country for about a period of 3 months before I got a place in London to do my adaptation.
How many months did you spend doing
my adaptation was 6 months.
Okay.
For nursing.
Yeah.
6 months. And then my first daughter was a year old. I was living in Tooting and I was going to Central Middlesex Hospital. Drop her at the childminder, then go to Central Middlesex Hospital. So from Tooting to Central Middlesex Hospital is in Halston, I think. It's a long way.
Yeah.
It was a hard journey, but I kept being positive. You know, so went through the adaptation period. Then when I finished, I got a job in Leeds, Leeds, Yorkshire. So while I was in Leeds, I worked as a theater nurse. And while I was there, I was always positive, taking up courses, positive, very energetic. and ready to learn good things, because I know in Nigeria, we are limited, you know. So when I came here, I was excited. So any new thing, I'll be the first one to be there. And when I was in Guinea, I used to be the nurse that used to train the doctors in laparoscopic surgery with, it's called simulated laparoscopic surgery. You teach them on like dolls and things.
Like
so
what?
I was in dolls.
Okay.
And baby,
Okay.
you know, how to do the laparoscopic surgery. So I was the nurse that was in charge of teaching the doctors to do that in those days. And while that was going, I also took part in helping to set up a church, which is called the Living Hope Church. You know, I was a foundation member of the church. I'm very active member. To be a foundation member of a church, you need a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And with my busy life, I was still able to support the church, you know. I was able to perform my, you know, bit as a member and a senior member and as an executive of the church and a senior person at work. So it's a lot of work that is required of me. So during that period, then from 1991 to 1999, I had already completed everything from head to toe: neurosurgery, cardiothoracics, vascular, everything from head to toe to orthopedics. Even in 1993, I was on, I don't know, maybe you were in this country when they were showing, there's a hospital program in Leeds.
What year?
I was on the, I was on the program, you know, helping with a spinal surgery. It's called, I can't, the name is not coming on to me now, but I was on the television performing, assisting in a spinal surgery, which is called the Harrington Rod. It's for people with scoliosis. The program is called Jimmy's. You remember Jimmy's program?
Yeah.
I was on Jimmy's on a few occasions. And then after knowing from head to toe everything that I need to know, I said, okay, now let me change into midwifery, to be a midwife. So I went to University of York, and I was given 6 months also for my adaptation. But then you have to go to university. It's not like when I did in 1990, that you don't need to go to university. But now you go to university and get within that 6 months. So I went to University of York, and that period I was working, I was on night duty in a nursing home, and during the day I would drive from Leeds to York to the university, come back quickly, check the children, make sure they are okay, do their homework with them, sleep for a couple of hours, and again back to work. And then, you know, that was my life for 6 months. And then when I completed the adaptation, I didn't get a job immediately. I was working for the agency until later, 1999, I got a job in London, in Enfield, Chase Farm Hospital, as a midwife. Yeah. But I was in charge of the theater. On getting to Enfield, I saw that the theater was, I would say, inhabitable. There was no difference between sterility and, so I had to update the theater, teach the midwives on the difference between a sterile area in theater and non-sterile area. So that gave me an idea to be able to, put it on my CV that I can update your theater for you if you give me a job. So my next job was in Basildon, where I updated the theater too, I trained midwives, because in those days, midwives don't really know what the procedure is like. They just know they sit down there. Most of the doctors, they take their instruments themselves. So I had to train midwives on how to know the procedure and to follow the surgeon. And about sterility, that when you are going into theater, it's a sterile area, then you have to change, you have to make sure you are well clothed in theater outfits before you enter, not that you just go in and out of theater without the knowledge of sterility. And also train the midwives on how to follow the procedure, on knowing what the doctor is doing and at what stage you give certain instruments, And after that, after a successful completion of that, I went onto the labor ward to work as a night sister on labor ward. Okay. As a night sister. And then later, because my interest is theater and high dependency units in midwifery. So I was in charge of the high dependency units as well as the theater, sister on theater. So I noticed that the high dependency unit also needs updating. So I asked for permission and I actually set up the theater at the high dependency unit on labor ward in Basildon Hospital. So I had meetings with all the users, like ITU, the consultants, anesthetists, with all the users of the high dependency units. And we came up with a plan, which by the grace of God, I executed. And out of all this busy life, I still have time for God. I never left God behind, because I know whatever you do in life, the Lord always see you through.
Yes, of course.
There is always challenges, but through the grace of God, you scale through all those challenges. So until I was working, busy, then 2013, August, then I like to call it challenges. I don't call it sickness.
Before you go into that, sorry about, before you go into that, let me quickly welcome all our viewers who are watching us on this program. This program, you'll be hearing what our mother, Akinola, has been saying. She's just telling us our journey ever since, the way she moved from Nigeria to United Kingdom, all her life, and that is what she has been telling us, to know what she has encountered, what she has passed through, life in the midwifery, life in the nursing courses, and in Nigeria as working with so many companies. But you know what? She said something. He said, with all her tight schedule, she never leave God for 1 minute. But some people will have problem They'll not say, because of all these things, because of what I've passed through and what I've done for God, and God is giving me this temptation. I'm repeating it again. Whatever you are passing through, God is aware of it. God is aware. So you need to do what? Keep calm and listen to our challenges. It is a very touching one. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to invite other people to come in, but not now. In 5 minutes' time, I will just want her to say just a few things. Then I will invite people on this platform. If you are watching me at home, you're going to join us too. And you can ask her a few questions on how she was able to scale through. In case of people who are listening, who are watching, how they can scale through theirs as well. Because it doesn't matter where you are from. It doesn't matter your color. Challenges are bound to happen. It is your ability for you to know how you can tackle it. That is what makes you a sensible and a complete human being. So, Mommy, we want to listen to the challenges now. Then later you will tell us how you were able to survive it.
Okay. I will shorten everything because I'll just tell you the important parts of it.
Yeah.
Well, I've been working hard, looking after the children, working for God. And like I said initially, I used to work on nights. You know, I was a night sister.
Mm-hmm.
On this fateful day, which is the 27th of August, I came back from night shift.
What year?
2012. Came back, went to sleep, and when it was time to get up, get ready, spend time with the children, I could not get up.
You couldn't
get up from my bed.
Hmm.
I was too weak and tired to get up, which is unlike me. I called my first daughter, we prayed, and then she said, Mom, because it was in the evening, I said, okay. So I sent a message to work that I cannot come in tonight. And one of them called that, it's unlike you. You've never gone out sick. What happened, you know? I said, I don't know. And that went on and on, you know. From there, went on to the stage that I was taken into hospital. I spent 7 weeks in the hospital. You know, without knowing whether I'm going to survive or not. Because so many things during that period, I was given penicillin, not knowing that I have an anaphylactic shock. I have allergy to penicillin. I have a massive anaphylactic shock that I went off, my throat closed up.
No, I'm going to invite two people now. I'm going to invite Taishe Oyediro and Ruth Shubande. Go ahead.
Okay.
Taishe Oyediro, you're welcome. And Ruth Shubande, you're welcome as well on this program.
Taishe, to get somebody's number.
Go ahead, ma.
Okay. So I was taken to intensive care unit. I was resuscitated, you know. And God, you know, this God that we serve is a great God. Because that fateful day, the consultant anesthetic that was on is my colleague in the midwifery section and a friend. So as soon as she saw me, she worked extra hard on me. which is the, the grace of God, really. And before then, there was so many things that had happened to me that nothing showed on my blood test. And they did not know actually what was wrong with me. So they thought it was something called the Still's disease, which happens in children, but they called it the late onset of Still's. It's a sort of autoimmune. It's a type of autoimmune disease. So they started.
You're welcome, Ruth Shobade.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah, you are tuned to Noble People.
All right.
Station. And we have our guest today. It's Ajibike Akinola, sharing her experience with us. And you have to hold on for a while so that she'll get to a stage and I'll invite you to talk.
Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Right. Thank you. Just hold on there. Yeah.
Should I log out or what?
No, hold on. Just hold on there. Just hold on there.
Okay.
Okay. All right, ma'am. I'm not seeing your face.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead, mommy.
Okay. So they had to give me immunosuppressants, drugs that will suppress my immunity. Some days I can take up to 30 tablets. And, the way I was feeling was just, if it was somebody else, I would just say, well, that is the end for me. But I believe in the assurance of God that in Exodus 15:26, that he says, I am the Lord that healeth thee. So I held on to that. That you said it in your word, that you are the God that heals. You will heal me. My children will not suffer. My mother died when I was 21 years old. God, I want you to allow me to be there for my children. And you have said in your word that we will see our children's children. So God, give me that grace, please. Whatever is happening, I've handed it over to you. So going on, so after I spent 7 weeks in the hospital, and during that 7 weeks, I could not move. I just laid down, I will have to be carried. If I need to go anywhere, they have to carry me. So I was discharged. And the community said, okay, we will get you some carers to look after you. But my first daughter said, no, Mom, I don't want carer for you. I will look after you personally, because the things that I can do for you, the carers, they might feel, unhappy to do it. But I, as your daughter, I will do everything for you. So for 3 years, my first daughter, Rennie, was looking after me, carrying me to appointment, and we just held on together. We kept praying and we kept believing God, and she was still part of my church, Despite the fact that I'm at home, they brought the women's meeting to my house, 1 or 2 services, they brought them to my house. And I really thank God we kept going in the Lord, believing him all this while. In 2014, they gave me antibiotics, and because I was grossly immunocompromised, I had C. diff. C. diff is a bowel problem, whereby the organisms attack your bowels. So I went into hospital, and by the time I was coming back from the hospital, and C. diff it's a terrible thing, but to the glory of God, I was discharged. When I came out of the hospital, unaware, I had already picked up hospital-acquired chest infection. So after a month or two after that, I felt as if there is a log of water in my chest. And I couldn't breathe. I was having very high temperature, you know. So my GP called the ambulance. We went back into hospital. And when they tested my spit, they found out that I had staphylococcus and streptococcus in my lung. And they said the streptococcus, they formed colonies. That means they've built houses inside my lungs, colonies, which is very deadly.
Yeah.
They are treating me, the temperature never went back. And at a stage, my lungs collapsed. And I was on 10 liters of oxygen. My lungs were not inflating. And from the effect of the penicillin allergy, my throat swells up now and then, not allowing me to breathe or to swallow. So there is an injection that they give me that will bring down the swelling. So I still battle with that. So I just keep holding on to that promises of God, you know, that God, you have promised that we shall not die, we'll live and declare your glory. I am going to live as your child. I have worked for you. I have served you. Because if I die, God, what will people say about you? I want to be somebody that people will see and glorify you. So that they will see me and say, Father, we give you glory. We thank you for the life of this woman. Okay. So when my lungs were not inflating, not trance, and while I was sleeping, I saw Baba Adeboye came in his form, and they told me that I need to send a sputum. I should send it. So when I opened my eyes, I did ask that, did anybody come in? No. He said, no. Okay. So I called the nurse. I got the specimen. And when the consultants came, I gave it to them. And they said, no, we don't need it. We needed 3, which we have taken. I said, please, just take whatever you have not asked for from the 3. Ask from this. So they accepted it. The 3rd day, waking up in the morning, the head of microbiology was sitting next to me. So when I opened my eyes, he said, oh, good morning. I've been waiting for you to wake up. You know, we found a deadly organism in your sputum. And we need to start the treatment now. But we need to do some blood tests. I say, yes, do whatever it takes, you know. And by the time they gave the prescription, even the nurses were not able to.
Before you go further, man.
Yes, sir.
I've met with Pastor Adeboye before.
Yeah. I used to see him. I've never met him. I used to see him. Even because my brother and his wife, my immediate brother and his wife, they are one of his pastors, but I've never been very close to him. I watch his program, you know, so I've never seen him or been near him.
Okay.
Before
you just
then.
know him, you just see him on TV. And
as a man of God, yeah.
Yeah, you just see him on TV and he now asks you to bring your saliva, to test your saliva again.
Yes.
And what happened after that? How many years? You said this whole thing happened 2013. What year what year did that one happen?
The problem started in 2012, August. And this was in 2014. 2014.
Okay.
You know, so when they started the medication, by the second day, by 6 o'clock the following day, my breathing started to normalize. And then I was put on the medication and I started getting better. But after that, I could not breathe well because they said the colonies, they've affected, and the doctors were telling me that, well, because of the lung damage, I will be on oxygen for life. I reject everything that they tell me. I reject it. That is not for me. My God will heal me.
Yeah, we'll go on special break now. I'll be right back again. Okay.
So, where was I?
Yeah, welcome back, Sister Ruth Shobande. You muted your microphone. Yeah.
Something.
You're welcome on this program, and Rawotonton, welcome on this program. This is where we share our challenges and how we're able to overcome them. We are born with challenges, and like I said, our ability for us to be able to tackle it, that's what makes us a perfect human being. Yes. And Madam Ruth, do you have something to add to, or you have one particular question to ask our mommy on how he was able to manage challenges?
Well, I what I can say is she is my sister Ajibike. She's a very powerful woman of God, woman of faith. No, even with what she was going through, when I went to see her in the hospital, she will be the one preaching to me. She will be the one, saying, giving me words of comfort and all that, because she believes that whatever she's going through is sorted with God. She had that strong faith in the Lord, and I admire her for that. If she didn't allow her condition or situation to weigh her down, she did not stay down there. She did. Because I can see she experienced. She demonstrated the power of the power and the dominion that God gave to us over everything. So she has that. She demonstrated that you sickness, whatever condition you call your name, I am on top of you. You remain under my feet. And she was always smiling. Even the hospital, she would be smiling with all the nurses, all the care assistant when they come to her. She's cracking jokes with her. You will be wondering who is the sick person here, because you will know who was lying, happy. She didn't allow her situation to weigh her down. That is what I hold to. If anytime if I'm going to any situation, I would have that flashback. That person that is going through so many challenges, and she's still standing, still holding on to her faith. She's not the type that calls God and say, oh, how come God is allowing me to go through all this? No. Instead, she's singing praises. She will be sends me prayers every morning. She will send prayers to me. I said, oh my God, this is wonderful. No, she is a living testimony, a living testimony, and we give God the glory for her. And God Almighty will perfect that which concerns you in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
Amen.
I love you, my sister.
I love you too.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you.
On our program, again we have Irawotonton. Welcome, Irawotonton, on our program. I think I want to post or dot in. But anyway, Mommy, you're telling us how you send the saliva to them, and what happened after them?
After that, the third day, the head of microbiology, I just opened my eyes in the morning, woke up, and he was sitting next to my bed, waiting for me to wake up. So he said they found a deadly organism, which is called BPB, in my lungs. And he said that organism kills. If not treated, it kills. So that they have to start the treatment immediately, which they started. And even by the treatment, the devil waited. And he's a liar. He can never take charge of those of us. When the nurse went to the pharmacy to collect the medication, the pharmacy said, no, I've never seen this dosage before. So I'm not giving it to you. So the consultant himself had to go to the pharmacy to collect the medication, to the glory of God. So when I started then, my breathing started to normalize. And then I was told by the consultant that because of the effect on my lungs and the colonies in my lungs, that my lungs is turned to like tissue paper, that I will be on oxygen for life.
Good.
I said, I reject it, you know. And to the glory of God, after 6 months, the Lord healed me. He took all the oxygen away. But before then, my condition was, I cannot say, because I cannot take a step without oxygen. It was that bad, you know. It's my first daughter that will, because she was a part to that journey, you know. So that was that. And so then I started getting up little by little to the glory of God. And then when that stage, stopped the oxygen. But the only thing then was I used to have recurrent chest infection. So in 2015, March, I was just sitting down. My son came back from school. And when he comes back from, he was in secondary school then, he comes straight to me to see, are you all right? Do you want anything? What should I give to you? You know. So that day I said, okay, give me a banana before you go and change. So he gave me the banana. I spoke to him. But by the time he gave me the banana, I wanted to peel the banana. I felt like my left hand was so heavy. I didn't know what was happening. Not long after that, to the glory of God, my daughter came in. And she screamed, Mom, 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 you've had a stroke. I was wondering, what is a stroke? How can I have a stroke? So immediately, she called the 999, and within minutes, there were so many people, the ambulance crew, you know, everybody doing their bit. I was in hospital within less than 10 minutes. I was in hospital in A&E. And to the glory of God, there was a trial then. I met the cutoff time for the trial, whereby they give you a drip that breaks down the clots in your blood, causing the stroke.
Stroke.
You know, so I was able to meet that. And thank God. And then I did not know that apparently they told my children that I will never, because it's a massive stroke, I will never talk, walk, or do anything. That I will be like a vegetable. I did not know that. But when I got to the ward, and I'm always positive by the glory of God. Anything they ask me to do, I will do twice. If they give me limitation, I will say, no, don't give me limitation. Let me do as much as my body wants to do. So by the end of this first week, I'd already started taking fluids, eating pureed food, talking a bit, and my face, I started coming back to normal. So my daughter said, okay, she said, she was happy. She went, she's going home to make some like amala and ewedu or something for me. But the devil didn't like it again. That day, as soon as she left the hospital, the nurse came, gave me my medication, and as she turned back, I had another stroke again.
Good.
We couldn't call her, you know. So, and then the buzzer went on for a long time. So when the consultant came, he said, okay, they should put me in front of the nurse's bed. There's a room there so that they can keep an eye on me, you know. And that place that they put me, there are 4 of us there. The 2 women in front of me, they are women that are waiting to go to the nursing home because there's nothing they can do for them. And the one next to me, has got dementia. You can't even remember her son. But to the glory of God, because I have my daughter bought me a CD player. I'll be listening to my Christian music, you know, praising God, dancing. And sometimes when the nurses are doing their nurse, they're around and things, they will dance with me and things. So the 2 women in front of me told their children that they wrote it that whatever this woman has, they want it. So when one of the sons came to me, God is so wonderful. As he was talking to me, a lady from my church just walked in. So I said, you go and lead those people to Christ, you know, because they want to know more about Christ. So go there. Her name is Sister Bridget. I said, go and lead them to Christ. And you know, while I was in that room, it's like every night the angel comes and lay hands on each one of us. The first woman that they said, you know, she can never be healed, she can never eat, she can never do anything. After some time, they started getting her up to physio. Same, likewise, the second woman, you know.
Thank you so much. I think Irawo is back
It's
now. Irawo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
We've been waiting for you since. You are off and on.
Yes.
You're welcome on this program.
Because of network.
Thank you for joining us on this program. Before Mommy will go further, I just want you to give us one powerful message that will lift up the spirit of those people who are watching us at home, and also Mommy as well.
I will never feel sad all the days of my life. I will never feel sad all the days of my life. I will never know sorrow. Mommy Ajibike, you will never know sorrow. There is word of the God that gave me rest, assurance. There is word of the God that gave me rest, assurance. So be endureth in the night, joy cometh in the morning. Hey, joy cometh in the morning. Mami Ajibike, you never know sorrow. In the name of Jesus, you will never know sorrow.
Thank you so much. I think we lost the voice there.
Lost it.
Yeah, we lost the voice there. I think.
I thank God for your life, Mom. I'm so
Thank
good in your
you.
life.
Amen.
Thank you so much, Tonton. We appreciate your music.
Thanks so much.
Yes, and I know tomorrow you'll be joining us on this program tomorrow.
Yes.
And again, our mother, Ruth Shobande, thank you also for joining us on this program. And thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. I will just have only 15 minutes more. Yeah, we have 15 minutes more to wrap up. She's going to speak to us, one of our Ajibike's daughter. She doesn't want to speak on Zoom, so she said she would prefer to speak on phone with us. So I'm going to call her now. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Hello. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Please, can we know your name, please?
It's Veronica.
Oh, your name is Morenike, right? Yeah, that's fine. Morenike, I know you are a daughter to our mother, Ajibike, and we really, though you don't want to talk, you don't want your face to appear on our program. So that's fine. But what we need to know is that during that time, we interviewed your younger brother, and he said you really took an active role when your mother was indisposed. Can you tell us how you managed to do that?
Managed it?
Yeah.
I don't really know how to answer that question. Obviously, when you're faced with difficult situations, you kind of go into fight or flight mode. So you just do what's necessary to kind of get things done. So if I have to say how, I don't know. It's only by the grace of God, really, because it was a lot on my plate. So I don't know how. I just think God really took me through. If I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. Did you find that time? Do you find that time too challenging for you? Did you find it more challenging?
Oh yeah, it was challenging. Obviously, I've never been faced with it before. Like I've always been an able-bodied person. Get up and went to work. And, our life is somewhat normal. So I've never known something to happen so suddenly. We just celebrated her 50th birthday party, and just finished celebrating her life, and then all of a sudden something like this happened. So it wasn't something I could prepare myself for, or it wasn't like a slow progression. It just happened suddenly. So yes, it was challenging. It was. I found myself sometimes, crying in my room that God should help me. It was hard. It was hard.
Yeah, in this kind of situation, if it happens to other people, like from a children to parent, the parent we have, the children we abscond, or they will neglect the mother or the father if their father is passing through such difficulties. What is your advice for those children who are doing that presently now?
I'd say I definitely say that they don't know God, number one.
Yeah.
And that they seek the face of God. Because that's where strength comes from. We can't use our head or our own strength to try and battle with difficult times, because we'll lose.
Yeah.
Number two, I'd say that they should never forget. I know parents, I was blessed enough to have a mother who looked after us. I know people aren't that fortunate, but I would always say to them to just remember that at some point their mother or their father would have been a mother and father to them. Not only that, but they should do it for the future generations. So, God forbid it happens to them, for God to have mercy for their children to not do the same to them. That makes sense? If they're in that same situation. And if they're seeking God for something, or just for the blessing from God, you have to look after your parents, So yeah, that's what I'd say. But they shouldn't forget the blessings that are tied with caring for your parents.
Okay, thank you so much for that advice to children who neglect their parents and doing other things. Thank you. It's nice talking to you, Morenike. Thank you so much for joining us on this program. Thank you so much. Bye. Yeah. Oh, wow. That's lovely. Oh, that's good. What we had for more, like I said, our viewers at home, I am going to bring a very important person, our mother, Ajibike, and she's going to tell us a few things about our mother and what we need to know about our mother, Ajibike Akinola. Welcome on this program.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, can you please tell our viewers your name?
My name is Taishe Yediron.
Okay. What's your relationship with mother, Ajibike?
I'm her son.
Oh, wow, that's lovely. Oh, that's good. What we had for more, and she told us her experience and what she passed through. During that time, what was what impact does that particular time have in your life?
The biggest takeaway from everything that happened, I think, was just that I learned to not, that I should live life when I can, because you never know what will happen. But as well as that, to help people when they need help.
So now did you learn anything from there? Did you learn anything as in you need to be helping other people who are helpless?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. That we have some children that when their parent or when their mom or their dad is sick, they neglect their parents. They decide to just abscond. So what do you say to that?
I'll just say to those children that try not to neglect your parent, because you never know how bad the illness that they're going through is, even if it might be small things that they're going through or big things. You never know what's going to happen to them in the future. So it's best now that you can still be with them, that you look after them and help them as much as you can.
Yeah. So during that time, were you going to churches? Are you at the hospital? And how is your school? Were you? I don't know, because you're not there with your mom. And then how old were you then?
I think when she first felt ill, I was 11, 12.
Wow. 11, 12.
Yeah.
Who was taking care of you then?
My older sister and my two older sisters. Yeah.
then you were like, wow, my mom is not around. The world still goes on. Good. And what's your stake during that time? Were you able to help her, or what did you do?
Yeah, I was able to help her. It would be like things, whatever she needs. When she's hungry, I'll get it for her. Whatever she needs, I'll help her get it. Sometimes I would help her go places if her legs were feeling a little bit bad, so I'd help her to move around. Yeah, just things like that.
That's a good one. And after now, you can see that she's really, she really overcome the sickness and everything.
Yeah.
And are you so happy?
Yeah, I just thank God for bringing her where she is today, because if it was a little bit different, she might not be here today. So I just thank God for everything.
You said something, you said you thank God. That is, you're not really thanking human, you really thank God for our life. That means you believe in God, that it is only God that can heal people.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a good one. Thank you for having a chat with us today.
Thank you, sir.
And, we really appreciate you. And we'll get back again. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
And yes, and just hold on with us. And after the mommy give us the way she was able to, and advice to other people who are having such challenges and how they were able to tackle. And mommy, continue from where you stopped, where you said,
yeah,
stop people. Yeah, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, I really wish my daughter would be part of this, journey,
Yeah.
But we thank God, So after all that, the only thing that kept me going was that I have a God. I have a God that never sleeps, never slumbers. And He has promised that if you serve me diligently, I will attend to all your needs. All. He did not say one or two. All. And I stood by that. And I always pray that God, please spare my life. If you do, I will testify to your glory. And let me see my children's children. Let me see the greatness of my children. And I thank God today that because I served Him, He's a glorious God, and He made His light to shine in my life, and in my children's life. And I thank God for my children, because some children will have gone away. They will have gone, they said, we don't have time. This woman that will be carrying about, I can't be carrying anybody, Ojari. But I thank God for the children that God gave me, and for the Spirit of God, and for the unity God gave to us, as a family.
Hallelujah.
Because my children, they never left me for, even up till now. They still stood by me. They never allowed me, especially Morenike, my first daughter. She never allowed any one of us to lack anything. I give glory to that. And I pray to God that God will continue to uplift them.
Amen. Amen.
And I thank God. Can I advise?
Yes, you can advise, please. You can advise. Yeah.
And I advise parents, no matter, especially mothers, no matter how hard you are working, in United Kingdom, I know there are a lot of single mothers and things, and some mothers, I've seen mothers that be cursing their children. Please, let us carry our cross. These children did not ask to come to the world. We have brought them to this world. And it is our duty as children of God to make sure they have the fear of God. And we take them, you know, in Proverbs 22 verse 6, it says, train up a child in the way he should go.
When he grew up, he will not depart from it.
When he's old, he will never depart from it.
Yeah.
The world as we are in now, there's lots of challenges for our children, lots of peer pressure. But when they are growing up, if you impact the glory of God, the Spirit of God on how to call on God, then in whatever situation you call on God, if you impact that in them, it will never leave them. Even if they go astray, they will still come back and, oh, what I'm doing is wrong. I have a God. I have a Father. Let me go to him, confess my sins, and he will accept me back. And you know, through it all, my son, at the age of, I think 13, he requested to be baptized. And when they asked him, have you got anything to say? He said, I'm getting baptized. I request to get baptized because of what I have seen the Lord do in my family, especially for my mom. That I have seen God work in our lives. And you know, this little boy, when you are watching the Christian program and they put a phone number, that if you have a problem, as little as he is, he will phone the phone line and say, please pray for my mother. Another one, please pray for my mother. Pray for my mother. You know, and God sees all these things, you know. And for we women, no matter what we are going through, let us hold on. Like the woman with the issue of blood, she hung on to the hem of his garment until it was done. Let us hang in there, keep our gaze on the cross. Because when Jesus went to the cross, he took our sins, our sorrows, sicknesses. He took everything and nailed it to the cross. So that is my advice. Let's keep fervent in Christ. Find time for God. Teach our children the ways of God. Find time for family prayers, word of God. And don't teach your children to make enemy. Teach them to forgive. Train them that whatever the situation, they should forgive and forget. Not to carry burdens, not to carry hurts, you know, not to carry anything around with them. So that is my...
Thank you so much for that good advice. As you can hear, our mother, Mother Ajibike, she said, you need to train up a child the way he or she should go. So when she grew up, she won't depart from it. And before we draw the curtain, I will invite our mother Ruth Shobande to advise the men, because our mother only advised the women. So we want you to advise the men regarding taking care of their children.
Yeah.
Back to you, Ma.
Okay.
Yeah.
My advice for men is, you know, God has made them as the head of the family, and they should assume that role. They should, you know, even be the one to take the lead in training up the children the ways of the Lord. Have a family altar, call the family together, have a particular day where they all pray together, maybe in the morning before they go to bed, they pray together. Show love, you know, to children, and fathers to be a bit flexible so that the children will be able to, you know, to feel free to talk to them when they have problems, because most times fathers are too harsh and that drives children away. They don't want to go to them for advice. And then the husbands to love their wives, support their wives. They should work together in unity. When the child is being corrected, maybe mother is saying, no, this child should not do this, and father wants to be on the good book, and then saying the other way. It's good for both parents to train a child together. Like if you want to wash your hands, you can't use one hand to wash your hands. Both hands you rub together, and then the hand will be clean properly. So the same way, mother and father to work together in unity to train up a child. And if a child, to train up a child the way they should go, especially in the ways of the Lord. And children, they respect parents a lot, and they see their parents as role models, and children tend to model what their parents do. So we should be good examples to them, show them good behavior, good attitude. As my sister said, forgiveness, and forgive one another. Forgive the wife if the wife has offended him, or forgive one another if it's the other way, vice versa. And the peace of the Lord will reign supreme in that home. When there's peace in the home, there will be joy. They will raise godly family.
Yeah, thank you so much, our Mother Ruth Shobande. Thank you for joining us on this program. And our mommy, we say thank you so much for being part of this program. And thank you for giving other people hope and sharing your testimony with noble people. If you have any, for the viewers at home, if you have any testimony that you know people will enjoy and people will learn from what you've passed through or what you've went through, give us a call and we will always be with you anywhere, anytime in the world. So I'm running out this curtain now. I remain yours, Mr. Noble Adibike Akinola. I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.